Hi all, this is Mohit Tyagi. Today we will discuss one of the SQL problem. So here we are taking bilateral ODI match series data between Australia and England. And we are considering only opening player score from both sides with innings date. We have to find which player hit the target first to reach at 100 runs in the entire ODI series. So this is the table that we will use as an input. And this is output that we want to produce. So we can see Phil Salt reaches first to hit the 100 runs, then Travis Head, then Ben Duckett, and then Shaun Marsh. So we will see how we can produce this output with the help of this input table, right? So I have created two additional tables to show you so that you can understand in a better way. If you will see here, I am adding sum, right? So this is nothing but we will use the sum function to calculate every player total runs, right? So for that, we need to use the sum and we will use the group by player name. So we will able to create the total sum with respect to each player. Then we need to apply the condition the sum should be greater than or equal to 100. So we will use where condition so that we can only filter out those records which are having greater than 100, right? So you will see we will able to find these three record, right? Because these are greater than 100. Then we will use the minimum date in that query so that we will be able to find out minimum date within the greater than 100 runs, right? Same for the band Duckett. Filter these two records, and in these two records, we will take the minimum date, which is 10th January 2024, right? Same for the Shaun mask. And in the case of Phil Salt, we will able to get four records. And we need to find minimum date in that record that will be 4th of January. So that's how we will get this output, right? So we will use first select statement. Inside that we will calculate sum. And then we will use output of this query, select query. For this, we will use the second select statement that will filter out data based on the condition, right? So let's jump into the SQL. So this is the query that we can use to create the table. We are taking three fields, player name, inning date, and run scored, right? We are giving separate data type based on the data. And then we will insert all these data inside that table. So I will share these two commands with you in the description so that you can try at your end. Since I have created the table and filled the data, so now let's move directly to the table. So this is the table. If I will run this, so here we have the data. So what we have discussed, so in the first select statement, we will calculate sum of run scored by each player. So select star, sum of run scored over partition by player name, order by innings date as total. So this is the alias that we are giving to a new field from runs. This is the table. If I run this, so this is the output that we are getting. So you can see here we have created another field which is giving us running sum based on the player name, right? Band Duckett, we are having first 40, then 60, then 85. So it is accumulated, right? Then Phil Schultz 80, 170, right? So in the same way. Now we will use this whole query as a subquery, right? We need to wrap this and give it name as alias, right? Select player name because we want to see only player name and their minimum date. So we will take only player name and minimum date. Innings date as target reached from. So we will use this whole query as a table, right? As temp, we have given this alias. Now we will use where condition where we will filter out total is greater than equal to 100, right? Group by player name, right? So if I will run this, so it should give me the correct output, right? Now I need to also use the order by so that we will able to see the earlier date first. Order by target reached, right? If I run this again, so you will able to see Phil Schultz is the first person who reached the target of 100 runs, right? Then Travis had, then Ben Duckett, then Shaun Marsh, right? So that's how we can achieve this, right? So what we have done, so we have segregated the whole query into two parts, right? Right. So that's how, right? So this is the first subquery. Inside that we are calculating a running sum, right? And then we are using the output of this whole query to filter out only greater than 100 runs based on the player name, right? And we are finding minimum date so that we will able to see only minimum date, right? So this is the query that we can apply and we can achieve this output, right? So that's how we can achieve this. So thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye.